Hello, Leo, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Leos starting today, the 18th of May, 2023. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. If you happen to be watching this on a restream on YouTube, you can pass through and pass over all of the shuffling that's about to happen and get right to the reading simply by following the bookmarks in the video description. Like I said, this is a 2-week reading for all Leos, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Suzanne, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Diane. Thank you so much, Suzanne and Diane. I am reading with Tarot del Romero today, and I've already purified with this gorgeous Eau de Cologne by Roger and Gallet. You can find information about purchasing those products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. I don't read with any kind of reversal, so you're going to see me flipping cards right side up. That's okay. It's just the way I like to read. It's just as valid of a method of reading as if I was using reversals. I just like it that way. If this reading doesn't seem to apply to you, if it just isn't like hitting, it may not be your reading. In that case, just disregard it. And you can check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs. And you could also remember that we have a general reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. You can find the replays for all those recent readings on my website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. We have a shop that's at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. You can pick up a copy of your own tarot deck that you like over there. I list all the ones that I read with that are still in print. And we make a small commission off of each and every sale over there, so we do appreciate your support. Mostly what we appreciate is that you're here with us today, Leo, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And whether you're watching with me live or watching on a restream, I'm super happy to read for you. And I'm going to give you the most accurate reading I can. To that end, I'm going to shuffle about 2 or 3 more times, give this deck a nice clean cut, and then we'll see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous, fabulous, amazing, and utterly lovely Leos. Ooh, let's see what's the what. And who's the who? We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the 10 of Coins. We've got the 6 of Wands. Wow, what a turnaround for you. It's been an interesting time for many of you Leos. It seems like some of you have been sort of getting tempted into being helped into problems by other people, kind of like hooked. Some of you maybe have been hooked by people that upset you. Some people have been maybe trying to be hooked by people that are trying to get you to go down roads that are not good for you. Some of you have been getting pulled in by like sort of narcissistic kind of behavior. Some of you have been, just whatever. The knights are all helpers, but the swords are all conflict. So this is some way or another. Many of you have been dealing with having people or situations out there trying to help you into places that you don't want to be, that kind of help you don't want. And it looks like you are doing well. It looks like you are, even if you succumb to any of it, it looks like you are extracting that from your life. Many of you just said no. Because right now what it looks like is happening is things are working out for you, potentially working out for you very well for many of you financially. And I think a lot of that is because of saying no to some issues that have been presenting themselves. And now what you're experiencing is for many of you, like I said, a financial happy outcome. And if it's not financial, for others of you, it's a resolution to a health problem. For others, it's just some sort of other sort of asset in the world that's really come to fruition, and there's been a nice payoff, or there is becoming a nice payoff. If it hasn't happened yet, it's probably in the process of happening. Now with the 10s, you always want to make sure that you recognize that 10 is 1 plus 0. And so if you add 1 and a 0 together, you get 1. And so what the mystery of that is that you don't want to just have everything be the resolution, because then what happens is then it's an event in time. Right? Like you get a great outcome financially. You say, oh, isn't that great that happened? And then it becomes a thing that becomes part of your past, and then you move on to something else. Whereas if you recognize that has the potential to be a one, which is a new beginning, then what that tells you is, if you're coming from that point of view, that this isn't just a happy event. This is the beginning of something. This is the beginning that can perpetuate your happy outcome into a happily ever after of sorts. So think in terms of not, wow, that's so nice that happened, versus, whoa, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And then that changes things in your mind so that you perpetuate those wins and they grow. Six of Wands is a solar light card, and that's talking about your work. It's talking about many of you, it's a career. Some of you are working on projects, creative projects. Some of you are working on businesses. Some of you are working out of jobs. Whatever it is that your work in the world that's important to you, whether or not it happens to be how you're making money, the work in your world, especially, that's very important to you. It's saying that there is a miracle or a series of miracles that are awaiting you. But those miracles need your permission. You have to be ready for miracles to happen. They don't come in uninvited. A miracle, think of a band of angels, right? If a band of angels just came in and just fixed everything for you, it would be sort of like a bunch of soldiers coming into your house and saying, we know what's best for you. So, we're going to change everything for you. It would, even if it was really good for you, it wouldn't feel right, would it? If a bunch of soldiers came in and just made you have something happen for you that you weren't sure that you wanted, right? Same thing with angels. They're not going to do that. Angels don't attack. So this miracle that's waiting for you requires your permission, requires your readiness. Now, that solar light is the way to get miracle ready for miracles. And it's a very easy process. You don't have to do it my way, but my way is very simple. So if you don't know how to work with the solar light, you can listen to one of my solar light meditations and just memorize it and just do the process on your own. It's very simple. You can do it in as little as 30 seconds to a minute, or you can spend a long time in it. But what that solar light does is it allows you to invite in that presence, that force that emanates from sphere number 6, which is the sphere of the miraculous. And what all that means, all a miracle is a reordering of things in your life so that they start to conform to the divine design rather than something else. So miracles always, people think of miracles as something coming in and changing everything, that's making it different. In a way, that's true, but all it's really doing is returning things to the way they're supposed to be because we're so far off. That's all a miracle is. So you can use that solar light to increase your own capacity to say yes to the miraculous, especially in regards to your work in the world. And I encourage you to do that. 10 of Cups. Wow. 7 of Cups, my goodness. 3 of Coins. This is great, Leo. This is great. Boy, saying no to those temptations really is paying off. This, again, here's another 10. Now, many of you have had something really wonderful happen in your recent past, a nice resolution happen. Again, turn that into a 1. Don't make it a 10. Don't make it be like, oh, isn't that nice that happened? No. Say, this is just the beginning. Tell yourself that this is just the beginning. More to come. I'm in the midst of this. It's not something that happened. It's something that's happening, right? The 7 of Cups is saying when you do that turnaround that we're talking about with the solar light is all inclusive. It's not just with your career at that point. It's with everything. It's with everything. It's a turnaround and a beautification of your life along all lines because of the cups here. Cups are everywhere. Cups are everything. Because what do cups hold? They hold liquid. Where does liquid go when it's poured out of the cups? Wherever it wants. Every single place. There's no containing liquid. Right? So that's, and it just literally permeates everything. Think of the liquid, it gets all over everything. Now that's a bummer when it's on your nice tablecloth or something like that. But the kind of liquid that this holds is spiritual energy, and that doesn't ruin anything. All it does is bless everything. And for you, it turns everything around. Again, where there was, do we have another 7? No, not here. Okay, just 1 7. Where there was poverty, there's prosperity. Where there was illness, there is healing. Where there was conflict, there is resolution. So these things are happening right now. What you are being called on to do, in addition to working with that solar light, is to find the beauty everywhere you can over these next couple of weeks. Don't think of that as just like, oh, isn't that sweet? Think of that as a very serious assignment. No matter what's going on around me, I'm going to find what's beautiful. I'm going to find the beauty, and if I can't find the beauty, I'm going to make it beautiful. That even if it's rearranging the furniture, even if it's visualizing it with gorgeous energy, with gorgeous patterns and light, even if it means me imagining that I'm sprinkling fairy dust all over something and making it gorgeous, I'm committed to beautifying, because that's what 7s are. And the 7 of Cups is beautifying everything. So that's your job. If you can beautify things, and if you can make that your purpose over these next couple of weeks, then you are constantly invoking that Venus energy that is the turnaround. And on the Tree of Life, it's called victory. Venus is called victory on the Tree of Life. So you're going to have victory, but it's a type of victory that's not a victory with a sword. It's the kind of victory that's a victory of beauty. It's the victory of beauty. It's the victory of gentleness and the victory of love. We have this 3 of coins. 3s are Saturn, and this is a very positive Saturn for you, because it means that you've been working hard. You've been working your tuchus off over some things, and you're getting the rewards for that. You're getting the benefit from that. All of your work in the world is paying off, and you're going to see that payoff is a long-term thing. So in addition to getting the benefits from your own work in the world, which you deserve, which is your birthright, you are also being called on you're being called on to work with that solar light and work with that Venus energy, so that you get miracles and turnarounds that increase your benefits. So it's not only tit for tat, well, I did this, so I'm getting this in return, which is what Saturn can be, but it's all of that as the beginning of a big, giant expansion in, this is coin, so it's financial expansion for many of you, but it can also be expansion of good in your, like I said, in your health, or it can be an expansion of good in other kinds of assets. So you've got 2 very important financial cards here, this 10 of coins and this 3 of coins. You've got 2 very important spiritual upliftment cards and turnarounds where things are being healed. And that's the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. You've got this beautiful 10 of Cups sitting on top of this Knight of Swords, which means that no matter what you've gone through in the past, you've made some really good choices. And even in the areas where you didn't make the good choices, you made the good choices after that. So you've done well. And you need to recognize that you've done well. And because you've done well, you're continuing to do well. So don't be down on yourself for things that might have happened in the past, because you actually did really well. No matter what your ego might be trying to tell you, you've done extremely well, and you're continuing to do so. And you know what? Your results are your proof. You're going to look back in 2 weeks over these last couple weeks, and you're going to say, whoa, that's true. I really did do well, and I'm doing well. Wow. I'm really going places, and you are. All right, Leo, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I will be back in 2 weeks for another reading. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Suzanne and Diane, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Leo, congratulations on all your success. Blessed be.